Well, in South Africa, biomedical engineers have found a way to transmit messages from your brain into the internet. It's called Brainternet. It's an interesting portmanteau of words, but it started 4 years ago, and it's the first step to understanding this fascinating human organ. Now, the brain connects the nervous system, controls the body, stores your memory, helps you think, but being able to access it directly could open up new frontiers for medical science and how we learn in future.
Imagine the possibilities if we could tap into the complex workings of the human mind without uttering a word or touching a keyboard. Wits University engineers have pushed the boundaries of science by transmitting brainwaves online and in real time.
I was on Twitter and I wanted to share my thoughts in a different kind of way. So I thought to myself, what if we could just stream biological signals onto the internet? So Brainternet came about with that idea.
So we have a Raspberry Pi that then connects to a server. It then writes the data that it's collecting from the EEG that we wear on our head, which gets all of our brainwaves, it gets all of the signals. It then writes that to a database.
Researchers overseas are experimenting with microchipping the brain, but the Wits team went a step further without the use of invasive technology.
What was the first word that you guys could identify through this?
Okay, so we transmitted a word through this EEG device through the brain using light, and the word that we encoded was hello. The idea was we could transmit words from a first computer, computer A, to a second computer, computer B, entirely through the human brain by shining light from computer A into the eyes and then detecting that light effectively at certain frequencies at the back of the brain in the visual cortex through the EEG device wirelessly to computer B and then decoding the word.
So why is this so important to the human race? It could enhance learning, bring back memories and help people who are disabled or suffering from mental disorders.
We can look at the patterns the brain forms when it's in a depressive state, when it's in a bipolar state, when it's schizophrenic. We can then actually accurately diagnose people from the get-go, and we'd actually be able to say, cool, these meds will help you.
But it does raise questions around privacy, the vulnerability to hackers and health risks that come with tampering with the body's most vital organ.
We know so much, but yet so little about the mind. It's such a frontier for science and for humanity that it is a frontier that we need to tread very carefully and lightly with, because it is so powerful, and to disrupt one's own mind it can be irreparable.
It may sound like science fiction, but right now we already use smartphones and watches to monitor everything we do. Integrating these technologies to the brain could mean opening up an endless list of possibilities. Julie Shara, CGTN, Johannesburg, South Africa.